plenty. They're all being very friendly. These are friendly horns to say, hello, I'm here. Hello, I want to get past you. Yes, you're welcome. Please do go past me. Yes, I can see you. Yeah, I don't think there's such a thing as an angry horn in Sri Lanka, as far as I can make out. I think people get worried about driving in places like this, but actually it's just kind of organised chaos. Everyone weaves around a little bit and does their own thing, but I think everyone's got their eyes open, everyone's got their ears open. In a sense, the kind of lack of apparent rules makes people just, more observant. So yeah, anyway, I've got no problems trundling around here, and yeah, if you're thinking about renting a car yourself, why not? It's it's a great way of getting around and seeing the country independently. Just watch out for people.
I'm about to stop up here.
Yeah, just watch out for people making sudden stops and turns without indicating. Okay, again, while we're on the subject of driving in Sri Lanka, let's talk you through this this little beast that we're in, the mighty Suzuki Wagon. Now, I may live a sheltered life of some description, but never come across these little beasts before until we got out to Sri Lanka. Yeah, they seem to breed like rabbits. There's quite a lot of them around, and yeah, it's it's the car we got given by the rental company who'd broken the one that we should have had. Don't know what that was going to have been, and gave us this instead. Apparently it's an upgrade, so if this is an upgrade from something, I'm fascinated to know what the original vehicle was supposed to have been. Possibly a tuk-tuk or a moped of some sort, I guess. Anyway, so the wagon, yeah, we lovingly describe it as a small loaf of white farmhouse bread. Yeah, the pet name for this one is Hovis, and yeah, the driving experience is kind of like, I suppose the closest thing you can talk about is driving a turbocharged bread roll around a Scalextric track. Makes a similar kind of noise when you put your foot down as well. Let's see if we can get that one going. Yeah, don't know what's under the hood. Not much, because it's a very small hood, but you do get a lot of miles per, or kilometres per litre, I suppose I should say, not miles per gallon. I'll try and work out the numbers and stick them on the video somewhere later on down the line, but yeah, feels like we've done a lot of miles for very little money, so that's good. Loads of space in the back, very aerodynamic, but that probably doesn't matter, because you, generally speaking, sitting in the slipstream of a tuk-tuk or a big bus, which is cutting through the humid air of Sri Lanka in front of you, giving you all of the advantage that the Formula One drivers try to get when they nip in behind the car in front. So what else can we say about it? If you want to refuel it, the fuel filler is next to the driver's seat, a little pop thing under the driver's seat to let you get some fuel in, and apart from that, it's press and go. Great fun, very nimble, seems to be able to outrun most tuk-tuks, can dodge out of the way of a bus or two at the blink of an gnat's eye, and yeah, you know, Top Gear guys would hate it, unless of course they got given it a challenge to drive across the the deserts of Nairobi or something, and yeah, in which case it would probably come to a sticky end. I'm hoping we get this one back to the rental company in one piece. So far only 2 or 3 close calls, and yeah, she's managed to get out of the way of everything. Good in the cities, good on the open roads, actually not a bad little car as things go. Maybe almost, it's kind of like a tuk-tuk with an extra wheel and fully enclosed. A little bit of air conditioning goes a long way in this country, so yeah, thank you very much for Suzuki adding in the aircon to what is otherwise a very basic little model. this is another rule of the road in Sri Lanka, by the way. Obviously, you know, much as in every other civilised country in the world, England, drive on the left, overtake on the right, unless, of course, you want to overtake on the left, in which case overtake on the left. It doesn't really matter. It's that's the rule. Yeah, buses overtaking. It's a national sport in Sri Lanka, as you can see, and yeah, I think it's going to be elevated to Olympic status next year, which is why everyone's practicing to make it into the national team. Yeah, forget cricket, I've only seen one match since we've been here, but yeah, buses overtaking large numbers of vehicles at high speed directly into oncoming traffic. Well, you know, they've got that down to a fine art.